Alright, so this is a continuation of our lesson on bearings. We have said bearings in mathematics is an angle that shows the direction of an object from a reference point. And we went further to sketch the different angles we can find on a bearing, the strategic ones, that is 0, 45, 90, 135, but today we want to look at surveyor bearing and compass bearing. Surveyor bearing is also called a 3-digit bearing, while compass bearing is known as 2-digit bearing. Let's say we have 300 degrees. What will it be as compass bearing? Compass bearing, 300 degrees is on the fourth quadrant, which is in between the west and the north. Between the west and the north. So 300, remember we said this is from our previous class, this point, this direction is for 315. So 300 degrees is going to be below. 300 degrees is going to be below. And if you split, moving from the north, you have this place to be 90, here to be 90, here to be 90, see, and that's 270, and here must be 30. Okay, 30 degrees. Okay, so now what is this part going to be? Here is going to be 30, which is 60 degrees. Okay, now in the compass bearing, we move from the north towards the west. So when it comes to compass bearing, the north and the south are made reference to. You always move from the north to the west, north to the east, south to the east, south to the west. You don't move from the west to the south or east to the south, nor east to the north, nor west to the north. You're always moving from the north to the west, south to the west, north to the east, south to the east. If this here is a compass bearing, you move in an anti-clockwise direction. Alright, so we have found out that the whole of this down here is for 300 degrees. So to get the compass bearing, we rotate from the north and touch this same line, and that will give us 60 degrees. That's why we have it at north, 60 degrees west. Alright, not 60 degrees west. If you don't understand, you can rewind and get clarification. Let me do some examples again. So if I have north 50 degrees west, this is in the fourth quadrant, of course. What would be the 3-digit bearing of this? The 3-digit bearing of this is the west. Now we know that this is for our 45, that's 315 degrees, not 50 degrees, and this place is for 45 degrees. From here, since I'm moving from the north towards the west, this place is my 45 degrees, moving from the north towards the west, 45 degrees. So I have to come down beyond the 45 a little, then I'll now show the direction of the north. That's the arrow, sorry, pardon my arrow. That's the arrow, my arrow is not too good. North 50 degrees west. So it's assumed that this place is 50 degrees, while here is 40 degrees. See, so that both of them will sum up to 90. So the 3-digit bearing will be moving from the north and touching that line. And if you figure it out, you find out that this place will be 90. If you have to figure it out, 90 plus 90, here is also 90. That's 270 plus 40. That will give you equals to 300, and 270 plus 40, that will be 310 degrees. See, so that's the equivalent value of the compass bearing in 3-digit form. I don't know whether you still need more clarification, but let me solve one last example. So if I have, let's say if I have, which of them should I use now? Let me say I have, let's say south 30 degrees west. Okay, what will it be equivalent to in 3-digit bearing? Now from the west, you're moving, remember this is in between the south and the west, and you're moving from the south towards the west, 30 degrees. Don't forget that this place is your 45 degrees. So you're moving from the south, you won't get up to the 45 degrees, of course, you will stop. Then you now locate your point. So this is for 30 degrees southwest. 30 degrees southwest. Okay, now your 3-digit bearing is going to be moving from the north and touching the same line. And if you are to figure out that, you have here to be 90, of course, plus your 30 here, that will be equivalent to 200, and I think that should be 210 degrees as your 3-digit bearing. So it's important you know how to convert 3-digit bearing to compass bearing and vice versa, because sometimes they appear in exams and locating them is very useful. If you don't have idea about them, they can give you some challenges in your solving. Alright, so the lesson is going to be finding the direction between 2 points, giving a bearing of an object from a reference point that will locate the bearing of the other one from the given one. Alright, so I'll see you in that lesson. Bye for now. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Bye.